Okay, this video is going to be a little bit harder to make, but we're going to just power through it because I want to do this for you, Ella. Okay, so what you're going to first need to know is what each block is. So this right here, this pink one is your S block. This yellow one is your D. And this green block is your P block. Well, also, like, I don't think you're going to need to know this for the multiple choice, but this is your F block. So how this works is He, you have to, helium is a part of your S block. You're going to need to remember that. So it works like you start off just like going in order. This is so hard to do. Oh my goodness. Wait, let's try this. Okay, what you're going to start off doing is so this is 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. You start off with 1s. So like pretend you're going to try and find sulfur. You start off with the 1s block and you go from here to here, and so S, let's just draw that. And you're going to need to start off drawing a box for 1s because that's what you start off with. And because S is all the way down here for sulfur, you fill up your 1s block. And next you move on to 2s because there's no P right here, so you just move straight on to 2s. And 2s is filled up, so you're going to draw a box for 2s, and that is filled, so you draw an arrow for both. Sorry if I'm not putting these in frame, it's just this is new to me. Next you are going to, because there is 2p in this row, you're going to make there are 6 boxes in the period of p's right here, so there's going to be 3 orbitals because you just take half, and then each arrow counts for each box. And this 2p is filled because S is still down here, so you're going to draw an arrow for each one. Make sure to label that 2p because that was the row 2p. Just a reminder, p's, there is no 1p. It just starts off 2p, 3p, 4p. Now that the 2p is filled up, you're going to move back over to 3s, and you're going to draw a box for 3s, and S is still over here, so you're going to want to fill up your 3s with 2 arrows. Oh, that's not in frame. I'm so sorry. But this is what it looks like so far. Oh, wow. That 3s looks really ugly. But that's what it looks like so far. And there is still none of the D block in here. And your S is over here. And this time, your 3P is not all the way filled. It only goes to 4 because it's only 4 boxes in. So there's only going to be 4 arrows when you draw this. Because there's 3 boxes for 3P. But because S is only 4 in, you're only going to have 4 arrows. But you have to remember to draw them always going across first, and then you start doing the down arrows once you've done, well, shoot, that's wrong. Got a little excited. Chem is just so fun. So that is what sulfur is going to look like in an orbital diagram. And in electron notation, it would be almost the exact same way. In electron notation, it would look like this. It's, instead of drawing the box above it, you're just going to draw 2 representing basically the arrows, like how many arrows there are. So then it's 2s, and then 2 for the 2 arrows. 2P, and then 6 for each arrow, and then 3S, 2, and then 3P. Not all the arrows are filled up, so it's just going to be 3P, 4, and that is what S would look like. So that would be that. So now we're going to do more of a harder one, which would be, we could do Cu, which is copper. So let me write that right here. Well, since we already went all the way to sulfur, we can basically just copy all of this, use the same way, because it would be the same process. But this time, your 3P row is going to be all the way full because Cu is all the way down here. So for 3P, there are 3 boxes, and all of them will be filled. So now you are going to move over, because you just finished 3P, you're going to move over to 4S, and 4S only has 2 boxes, so it's only going to be 1 orbital over here. You're going to have 2 arrows. It's going to be labeled 4S, and now that you are at 4S, you're going to move over to 3D, the D block, but you have to remember that the D block starts at 3, goes 3D, 4D, 5D, and so on. So now, because this one has 10 boxes, this one's going to only have 5 orbitals, so you're going to draw 5 boxes. Wow, that was a really ugly box. You're going to draw 3D, 2 lines, and Cu is 9th, so all of them are going to be filled except for 1. And that's what that would look like. And now we can draw in electron notation. Cu would be 1s with a 2, 2s with a 2, 2p with a 6, 3s with a 2, 3p with a 6, 4s with a 2, and 3d will have a 9 because Cu is 9th in this D block period. So that's just like a little crash course on how to do that. There you go.